watching a show on YouTube. Let's see, it's called Shot Back to Life. Man shares his man shares his journey to the other side, and looks like it been about 4 months ago. Well, anyway, I did a video, which I think is on my camera that I use for social media, but I did a video talking about my afterlife experience that happened a long time ago. And I often, until this day, still think of that afterlife experience and what it all meant. And while listening to and watching this guy's story, and he's about uh, like 10 minutes into a 27 or 37-minute video. And I just had a revelation because I'm always trying to figure out what things mean, my dreams mean, things that I see here, I'm always trying to figure out what does it mean. Because I just have this weird feeling that a lot of things mean something. So I've been trying to figure out what, the dream of, well, not the dream, but the other side, which felt like a dream, but it felt real. Like, when you get those dreams that really feel like something's happening, that's how it felt. And the funny thing, because the day of my surgery, and this is when it happened, something went wrong. Like, I was just supposed to have like just a little quick surgery, nothing like, nothing like major. It wasn't like a major organ like the heart, the brain, or anything like that. So it was, in reference to removing my gallstones, and they also had to remove my gallbladder. So even though I only had surgery once before that, which was a C-section with one of my kids, I was still like scared. Like we all know, like any surgery is scary because you don't know the outcome. And then with the mishap that happened at the hospital, it really made me feel scared because they had took my blood. They stored a bag of blood of mine. They had, you know, would the proper word be draining? But they took some of my blood, or they took a bag of my blood and stored it, right? So that was just in case something arise after surgery, and if I needed blood, they could just, give me my own blood. Well, right before I was rolled into the operating room, where I was in the room before the operating room, so I'm gonna say like the prep room, prepping for surgery room. Come to find out, they lost my blood. At that point, I wanted to not go through surgery because, like, how does a hospital lose your blood? How? Who? But anyway, let's get past that. And so, surgery happened. And after surgery, I remember I was just in this deep sleep. The sleep was the best sleep that I ever had. And definitely around that time because of all the pain that I experienced for having gallstones, from having gallstones. At that time, I think I had gallstones probably like 5 or 6 years. I was dealing with it, but it would come in spurts. But at this particular point in time, in '96, no, I'm sorry, in '94, they would come in more frequently to the point where I could eat. I had lost all this weight. I believe I probably weighed at the time like 165, and I got down to like 114 or 119. So, yeah, I couldn't eat because anything I eat or ate triggered the gallstone attack. So, you go through that period where they trying to figure out what's wrong with you before, you're actually diagnosed. So, one time it got so bad, I just went to the emergency room. That was my first time, trying to see what's going on, and being that it wasn't letting up. It was happening every day and I couldn't eat anything. They did an ultrasound, like if you were having a baby, rubbing some type of scope on your stomach, and she was just like, you just got acid. No, actually, she didn't do the rubbing on the stomach. Let me scratch that. She just pressed down on my stomach, did it like that, just you know. And so I'm like, so she was like, yeah, you just have gas or acid reflux or whatever. So I'm like, okay. So she prescribed me some, and I was already taking antacids like Pepto Bismol, things for the stomach, Pepto Bismol, citrate magnesium, which makes you go to the bathroom. I was taking, I want to say they had like something like probiotic yogurts back then. Maybe not, but I was taking anything for the gut and for like heartburn or gut issues, stomach issues, and heartburn. So I focused on those three, and my whole shelf was like filled with all different kind of medications, and none of them was working right. So like I said, I had threw in the towel because like I would be in a fetal position on the floor, and there I would be there for about a couple of hours, and then I would be scared to get up and move around because I was scared that it would return because it was so painful. So anyway, so yeah, I was in this deep sleep after surgery, and I felt so good in the sleep. Like I said, it was the best sleep I had in a long time, and of course, with all the pain that I was enduring, like from the gallbladder, gallstones, it was just like, this is wonderful, right? Okay. Because I wasn't sleeping then, pain and everything. But so in this dream, I remember my mom being there and my aunt being there. And I want to say my aunt was already passed on during this time, and my mom was alive because she was there at the hospital on the day of my surgery with me. So I know, so so it was my aunt that I saw, and my mom, they were kind of like this. They always talk every day for long periods of time. It could possibly go into the next day. I think they did that one time. Like they talked all the way up into the next day. So yeah, they were close. So those two were there, and they were both kind of like my mother. So I had my biological mother there, and I had the aunt that was like like a mother figure to me. So they were there, but before I got to them, my my vision of what the other side looks like, or my description of what the other side looks like, mine was, it was kind of like a tunnel. The usual tunnel I think most people have. And it was the brightest light. Like you couldn't even look at it. It was so bright. And it was a long ways. Like, it wasn't like a short tunnel or anything like that. It was a very long tunnel. And I kept going towards this tunnel. I'm sorry. I kept traveling through this tunnel towards the brightest light. Now you see the rays, like you know how I think it's a song called "Relax, Don't Do It." Well, I don't know. I envision from a video where you have the light on one end, and then the light is coming towards you, and you're kind of like in a tunnel, and then you got the essence of smoke or steam or yeah, like I'm sorry, yeah, smoke coming out, and that's pretty much what it was like, that tunnel, and going towards that the brightest light you could ever imagine. And in this light, in the rays, you just feel this love and this warmth. Like, you know how if you ever been cold and you feel heat, you know, you finally get a chance to feel heat and you feel so warm and it feels so warm and loving. This is way beyond it. It's nothing you ever experienced. If you thought you knew love on earth, cancel it. Anybody you claim you love on earth or is in love with or love, nothing like it. Nothing. It is so powerful. So powerful. And once you in those rays, like soon as you are in that tunnel in the rays, you automatically feel this feeling like of love and warmth and like you're supposed to be there. You can basically say like you were there before, but you just don't remember it, but you remember the warmth in a sense, if it makes sense. I don't know. So I'm keep traveling through this tunnel of the brightest, warmest, loving light you could never ever imagine. There is nothing ever close to it. You will never experience it with another human. It, it, your kids, your babies, it's nothing like that. It's way more powerful. Way more stronger. And towards the end, and I don't even think it was the end, they emerge. My mom and my aunt, you just see these shadows, but you just see the outline. You just see the silhouette of the bodies. It's, they're black, so you can't see nothing. You can't see facial features. You can't see hair. You just see these black figures, two black figures coming from out of that darkest. Coming out of that the brightest light ever. And then when they got closer and I got closer, I was able to see it was my aunt clear as day. And she didn't look like how she left, meaning that she was young, kind of like the. Um, would I say it was my aunt that I remember? Kind of a little bit, but she was even. I would say even younger than that. you know, so um, when she was young, I'm saying like I met her when she was young, of course, but she was even younger than that. When she left here, she was of age and sickly. So yeah, that was that. But she looked like the aunt that I never remembered from when she was young, because I don't remember her. But anyway, my mom was there, and the meeting was very short. I don't even remember what we talked about, but I remember telling them I didn't want to go back. And I don't know why I said that to them. That seems to be the first thing that I remember that came out of my mouth is that I didn't want to go back. And then they start telling me I had to go back. So I'm like, why? Like, I'm here. Like, I don't want to go back. Do you feel what I feel? Like, it was awesome. It was so awesome there. Like, and my mom, I could hear my mom voice calling me. Just kept calling me. But I was standing there talking to them. But as I was talking to them, it was like, no, you got to go back. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go back. But they were kind of getting further and further away. And I'm like, I don't want to go back. And then it was like that long tunnel that I walked through wasn't so long when I was coming back. Meaning coming back to my body or reality. And it was just like I was what took me so long to get there wasn't the same way as when I was leaving. So when I was leaving, it was much quicker. But when I was going, it was like a slow process. So I keep hearing my name, still hearing my name, still hearing my name. And as I'm coming to, I guess, I just felt like my face kind of going like this. And then just on the cusp of me, I guess, coming out of it, I could feel somebody going like this. So I'm like, I'm really trying to force myself to, I, I guess, stay. But something was kind of like forcing me to open my eyes. So I'm like really trying to stay, focus on this light and the love that I feel, and I don't want to go back. Like, I think I was talking to my aunt and my mom, like, I don't belong there. Yeah. Cause I never did. I never felt like I belong here on this earth. And never did. Just never did. Like, and I used to throw that in my mom's face, like, I didn't want to be here anyway. I mean, I know that's normal for a lot of people to say. But she claimed that I was one of the kids that stayed in her stomach for 12 months. But I don't believe that. She probably miscounted or something. But she said I stayed in there for 12 months and they had to come and get me out of there. Yeah, they had to do some surgery. Did she say surgery? Did she have a C-section? I can't remember, but yeah, they had to induce the labor, yeah, because C-sections wasn't out back then. So yeah, they had to induce the labor to bring me out. And then they still said that I fought. I didn't want to come out. So yeah, I think I was telling them like I don't belong down there, or I don't belong there. I belong with you. I don't wanna. I don't wanna leave. The love here, like I always wanted that. I always wanted that kind of love, but never ever had it, never experienced it, never came close to it. You'll never come close to it. You'll never have it. um, I know that sounds bad, but it's the truth. You'll never have that. You'll never, ever, ever experience. I don't care how much you love your husband, your wife, your kids, any member of your family. You'll never, ever experience that. But the moral of all this is to say that the people, what I think is happening is that the people that experience this and survive it, meaning they are brought back, I think we are here to tell this story. And not just the story of the white light in the tunnel. I guess this guy here, he did experience a sort of a tunnel, but his was made out of stone. And I think the ground, he said, was made out of like cobblestone, but he was floating. I don't remember whether I was walking or floating. It felt like I was walking, but it wasn't like you were walking like you do in real life. I guess it was kind of like a float. I would say more so like maybe I was like on a conveyor belt. I think that's what I kind of felt. But anyway, but I think the people that do go to see this light and feel it and talk to the people that happen to be there. We supposed to tell the story. I think he said it. He said that he's supposed to tell his story. And I think that's what the message also is is in it. Oh, by the way, I did wind up losing my mother, so I'm pretty sure the two sisters are together and they talk and they're hanging every day. But back to yeah, I think we're supposed to tell the story. I think it's supposed to lead people to want to know him because if you don't get to know him, how are you going to experience the greatest love ever? Like, just imagine, like, that's what humans want. They want love. That's what we get into relationships for because we want love. You know, when your child is brought into this world, you experience love. Love like you never felt. You know, the ones that, have that mother bear, the dads that experience that as well. So we're here to love, right? That's what Adam and Eve thought they were doing, but I think, but I mean, that's what they were doing, So after a while, they would, you know, I guess they experienced it like that. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not even want to talk about that. But I believe it's to let y'all know, like, he's loved. Like, why, why not want that? Why not? Why not want that? Why not? Do you not? If you only could experience what us, people that have experienced, you'll get it. You'll understand it. You know, and the fact that he gave his son to us, and think about what he went through. I mean, that I can't even watch the movie because it's so devastating and so torturous to watch. Every whip I feel, every piece of skin that's ripping, I feel it. That crown put on his head, the nails, I feel it as though it could have happened to me. And to do that for love, you did that for love. And the fact that it ain't even the love that your dad has. But you did it for love. I mean, you're not receiving. I'm sorry, let me correct it. You're not receiving the love that your dad has for you from the people that you died for, us. And to think that people, why would you want to be bad? But I know it has to be a mixture. I do understand it. It has to be a mixture. Can't everybody be good? But be decent. You can be decent. You don't have to be good. He's not looking for perfection, but he asks that you be decent and you know right from wrong. And you should know how to treat people. And this is coming from a person who I just discovered Because I've been just dealing with a lot of trauma pretty much ever since my mom passed away. So some things were brought up about who I was when I was raising my kids and how that generational curse carries on. And it's just not it's a curse, but it leaves a path of destruction to that person or persons that received it. Some people, there might be one in the family or it might be none that can turn the tables on that generational curse. Now, the curse could hit generations and generations, but it might be that one person further down the line in that generation that see things a little bit differently. It's not enough, but it's a start. So it made me see that, I passed along my childhood traumas to my kids. And and you not knowing any better because you're not understanding why you're doing this. You just know that you're frustrated. You had a lot going on. A lot has happened to you. A lot you have seen. Your environment that you were in, your financial status, that all of that, you carry all the relationships that you've been in and what you endured in those relationships, whether it was men or women, your parents. It's a lot. And you don't realize that you're damaging that person. I mean, you really causing some mental damage, which may lead to anxiety, depression, schizophrenic, being schizophrenic. But let me go back to love. We're here to love. We're here to take care of each other. We're here to talk to each other, to understand each other, to help each other out. If you can't give financially, be there for someone mentally and mean it. Don't be deceitful and conniving because that is not godlike. That is not being good. That's not a person that's going to feel that love that you'll never ever feel. You cannot imagine the love that's out there that he got waiting for you. It's a very warm, it's a blanket. Just think about a blanket that heats up and you wrap it around yourself after being cold. You have no idea that blanket don't even come close to what he provides. I know, I'm not a perfect person, but I do try to be decent. I'm decent. That you can't take away from me. I'm decent and I'm also improving. And that's what he also wants to see. Are you improving? Are you trying to make things right? And that's probably why he brought me back here. There's things I need to make right. I need to go back and correct those wrongs that I just discussed with you. Now, I just heard somebody say, but I'm pretend like I'm here. All right, but yeah, maybe that's why I was sent back here because I didn't understand it. And I think about it daily. Like, why am I here? What haven't I? I believe when you come back, it's something you haven't done, something you need to do. It's a lot of things that you need to clean up. So yeah, that love, that anybody that has experienced that, we need to come forth, I believe, and share that story. Let people know what real love feel like, and that is real. It's real. It's not a. It's not a fantasy. It's not something somebody wrote in a book about. I mean, well, yeah, but and you read it, yeah. They claim that they know, right? They claim that they know how it went, and maybe some will think that you're just going through, or you're saying that you experienced something that you read about. Well, let's say this: the power that that love has says different. Okay, the tunnel, the white light, yeah, it may have been wrote about, but that love that you feel, it's not written anywhere. It ain't even nothing on this earth that comes close to it. So, yeah, you can't you can't say people experience. I mean, people could write about that. I mean, only the ones they experienced. So yeah, those words in the Bible may be man-made, so they say. I don't know. I never read the Bible. I know what's here, and I know what's here, and I know He speaks to me through here and here. So, my mom instilled it in me. I never read a book. She basically read the book to me verbally every day. I mean, I'm not saying she actually picked up the book and read it to me. She would read it herself, but she would talk to me about it. And back then, when I used to hear these stories, I used to cry. Like, I'd be crying. Why was I so emotional about these stories? It had to be some connection that I knew about. Like, I knew that I had, but, you know? But I'm going to keep going. But I don't want to keep going, but I do want to keep going because if you only knew, like this stuff that's going on right here, all this stuff, I turned my mental status around. It, you could say with medication, because part of that played a part. Last year, when I was put on medication, it may have had me zoned out. And I think that's what I needed. I needed to kind of go into a mental coma. And I needed to really, really think because the anxiety was like causing me not to focus. I couldn't focus. Like I would have my talks with God as normal. I mean, as usual, but I kind of felt distant. Like I couldn't reach him. Like if you know what I'm saying. Like you talking to him, but you're not kind of like up close and personal. It's like you. I want to say like you doing it just to be doing it. Not no, I can't say it's like that. But it's like you talking to him, but no feelings are there. But you know you have feelings for this person, but you're so zoned out in what's going on with you and all around you. You don't feel, yeah, you don't feel inside. So although you know you need to talk to him, you're talking to him, and you hoping to feel to get that connection, but at that time you kind of feel like he's not there, he's not answering you, he's not listening. But I think it's you that closed him off. I think it's us that closed him off, that cut off the umbilical um, umbilical cord, like kind of, you didn't close it. I mean, like you closed it off with a pin, but y'all still connected, if it makes sense. Y'all still connected, but there's like a clothespin there that's holding it. And you have to come to grips or terms or release that pin so you could feel that connection again. You could feel it flow from him to you and from you to him, because he feels what you feel. Right? All right, so it it's just, and I lost my train of thought because I always have so much going on in my head, so much that I want to express or say. And I always talk to him about this. I'm like, I'm gonna be a messenger and I can't stay on top of a subject. I can't let it flow or make sense to people once it come out my mouth. But up here, it's eloquently wrote out. It sounds beautiful. Before I picked up this phone, the thoughts was beautiful. Right? The way I had it worded and everything. But once, it's the anxiety, because right now I'm not like relaxed. I'm hyped because, this revelation that I think I'm having, and the fact that I'm supposed to share it. Excuse me, that was my arm falling off the table. And the fact that I'm supposed to share it with people, and the fact that I've held on to it for so long. But let's look at it this way. Although I had this surgery back in 94 and this experience back in 94 is now 2025, look what's happening. So maybe it was saved for the perfect time. The time is now, they say. I sound like that. The time is now. It's now. Like, yeah, that's what I was saying, that we get wrapped up in, I don't want to say this because you got to be careful with everything. Let's just say it's a lot of manipulation here. Everything we thought that was free, but not free. I mean, when I say free, like your body was yours, your mind was yours, your thoughts was yours, your feelings was yours. Everything that we thought in the land of the free was ours. But we've been played. We've really been played. I mean, because you think about it. I saw it on YouTube today. Somebody said that we didn't even have the rights to our own body. Why? Because they dictate to you when you could tie your tubes. They want you to have this and this, or this many, before you can tie your tubes. It happened to me because I basically only wanted one, and I mean, that's all I needed. That's what I felt like. That's all I needed. And, that's all I needed. Let me just say that. But I didn't have that choice back then. The fact that, let's just say manipulation, it should be the land of the manipulators, not the free. Um, Cause like, you know, things that you were taught in school, things that you saw on TV when you were growing up, and you just like, oh wow, wow, they hungry, you know. I mean, everything has been made and continue to be made to see what you're doing, to hear what you're doing, so they could turn it. Like, we be so happy when new technology coming out. We're like, oh, we can actually see our loved ones on this video camera. Oh my God, I can actually make a phone with this portable device. I could be anywhere and still contact my family, my loved ones, my friends. We're not looking at the bigger picture, what it was designed for, or what it's going to eventually be used for. Manipulation. Manipulation. Hmm. Everything. And we buy it. We buy it. You know what? The funny part? And I'm not familiar with who is who, the Gen Zs, the Gen X, or whatever. It's dyslexia. Okay, it won't allow me to remember that the letter for what generation. Okay, okay. But anyway, I remember the older ones before us, and they said that they didn't want to switch out the flip phones for a smartphone. They knew. They knew. And they would tell us why they didn't want to switch out the flip phone for the smartphone. And they were smart. They knew before we even knew. The next generation knew. But now we know. But yeah, I mean, like, all of this been like registering with me. Um, Going back to last year, years before then, I can't tell you when I started taking the weight of the world on my shoulders. I would say, honestly, back in 2016, when I woke up screaming throughout the house, telling everybody we gotta love each other. Because something big was coming. And the something big was water. A lot and lots of water, buildings falling down, people, sinkholes, people falling in sinkholes. You see trees going in the sinkholes, cars going in the sinkholes, buildings going in the sinkhole. You just see a mass destruction that is unescapable. You know, you can't escape it. And I woke up from this dream, and it felt so real that I was running through the house like, we gotta love each other. I don't know why I thought that loving each other would stop this destruction, but it's always a message. Those dreams are always a message, and sometimes it's hard for me to figure it out. I think it's one way, and sometimes I bring it up to people. I ask my therapist, and she said basically, like, was it her? It was somebody I mentioned it to, and they were saying that the water could mean that the negative or bad people in your life is going to be removed. Logically, yeah, it could have been that, but it could have been something bigger. So it's all that to say is, I was carrying the weight on my the weight of the world on my back since then, feeling the end of so, and I'm like really feeling panicky, like I need to make things right. I need to be a better person. Um, I need to gravitate towards him more. Um, I need to really make that bond with him. Um, so I have been in a dark place pretty much since then. Yeah. And last year when I went into my coma after, being sedated every day, and also I was into wait, my tongue. Wait a minute. Institutionalized for 30 days. Because I couldn't take it no more. I just couldn't. I couldn't take it no more. So I wound up put away somewhere for over 30 days. And I didn't have control of my life. Meaning that I was forced to be in those places. I actually went to two different facilities. And I'm like, how long am I going to be here? Like, just, I mean, from, what you're being told is about 5 to 7 days. You're like, okay, I can ride that out. You go back and, like, it's 5 or 7 days. Oh, no. Who told you that? No, so what happens is you have to go through this and this and this and that. And eventually we determine when you're going home. I'm like, I'm a grown woman. What you talking about? Like, I control my life. Like, who are you? Like, just because this happens to me doesn't mean that I can't control my life. Like, it's just handed over to them. You have no say so about when you go home. You can't call your family when you want. It was a prison. You can't call your family when you want to. They tell you when to eat, sleep, shower, take your meds. What kind of meds you going to take? How many you going to take? And how often you going to take them in the day? So you have no control over what is considered your life. So I was there. I got closer to him there. Because in those times when it's bedtime, and I think bedtime was 8 or 9 o'clock, you gotta take your meds before bedtime. Wow. I thought I never would see that in real life. I always saw it on the movies. You in the white clothes and you walk up to the window and they got a paper cup and they give you the paper cup and it's however many in there you supposed to have and yeah. So yeah, in that time I got closer. I got closer actually when my mom passed, and then I kind of went off into Love Land sometime after that and stayed there for 10 years, right? And then 10 years, at 9 to 10 years, that's when I had the dream of the water and the buildings and everything going into sinkholes and sinkholes everywhere. And it was sad and it was real. It was the kids. What's gonna happen to the kids? What's gonna happen to the older people that can't? Like, come on now. That's sad to know. It's sad to know that if if yeah, it's sad to know to feel that in your dream, and there ain't nothing you could do. Um, so I got closer to him in the facility as well because I have fallen off. And they say when you fall off, he's gonna bring you back. You know, he's gonna bring you back to him. You know, something tragic may happen. Something, you know, your life just may not be going right all the time. And you need a wake up call. Remember those words. You need a wake up call. So yeah, I had the wake up call, which pulled me back closer to him, which I'm thankful for that because it could have really went downhill. You know, really, really went downhill. So, um, I was carrying the weight on my work, on my back, the weight of the world on my back from knowing the dream I had and feeling it really powerful every day, looking out the window and wondering when it's gonna happen. I need to start preparing. That's how I was thinking. I need to start preparing. I need to get water. I need to get canned foods. I need to get candles, some lights. Everybody, y'all should follow lead. Yeah, I think it's wise that we start getting it together. Like, you know, start storing stuff and stuff. Yeah, I was telling family members, they laughing at me and talking about, you know, you always been the crazy one in the family. And yeah, I felt it early. I felt it early. But so I was carrying that, which was making me more depressed because it ain't nothing I could do, and I'm spreading the word, but nobody listening, right? So up until earlier this year, I start feeling like I could let go now. Like I don't know if he said, "Hey, you tried and nobody's listening." You know, they laughing at you. You know, you belong here for 30, 40 days. I don't know. But yeah. Um, and then I realized this also. And this what really, really, really brought me back to, and I'm not saying that I'm fully there, but I'm hoping to fully get there. But I realize I have no control. It's not my place to save the world. It's nothing I can do. But there is one thing I could do. One thing I could do is to make things right with the people that I have harmed in whatever way, and I can enjoy the life that He gave me finally. Like, I haven't been able to enjoy the life He gave me because you know, I've been tied down with kids since I was a teenager. You know, from there on, I went to being a grandma and helping out with that situation for like 11 years. So 11, 12 years. So, well, let's say 13 years actually. Um, so I've been busy. I've been busy in, you know, relationships here and there, everywhere. No, here and there, just about every year, every couple of years, you know. The last one was the longest, and you know, it's and he moved that last one. I say he moved that last one out the way, and since I have been free from the bonds, what is it, from the chains that bind me, I have not looked back. I have not looked back. I mean, I struggled right after it was done. I struggled for some years. I struggled because I needed answers. I needed closure. But you have to realize you ain't gonna get it from that person. So you gotta really, really work on making peace with it. You really do. Um, and it takes a whole lot of crying, a whole lot of asking questions, a whole lot of understanding that you will come. If you sit there, if you are close to God, He will answer you. You will hear Him. I can't tell you what His voice sounds like, but you can hear Him talk to you. I don't know if it's I'm going to give the credit to Him. Best believe. I believe it's Him talking to me. But it could be also your mind, the logic. The logic spot would say the logic thinking would be it's your mind telling you, you know, you messed up and this is what you should have done or this is how you should have said it or whatever. But no, no, no. I'm not gonna say it's a logical way of thinking. I'm going to give it to the Most High because I believe He spoke to me just like He spoke to me and told me everything was gonna be all right after my mom passed. And I just kept crying, being in this dark place, didn't believe it because I'm human. I have feelings, I have emotions. I was attached to this lady from the time I was born to the time she left. So ain't no way you're gonna convince me that I'm gonna get over this. But it does happen. And I'm not over it. I'm over the pain that was caused from her leaving. So yeah, um, it's very powerful, and if you know, you know. If you know, you know. It's nice being here, and I don't understand why a lot of the world don't want to experience that. I mean, how not? Like, we're here, and I'll say it again, we're here to love. We supposed to, what they say, love thy neighbor. I know you can't love them. Well, you can love people. They may not love you back. Yeah, you can love people, but they may not love you back. But yeah, we are supposed to love, and what we showing right now, mm-mm. All this stuff that's going on, making people suffer by cutting things off and stuff, that's no love. That's control. Just like the land isn't free. Your body isn't free. So it's just control. It's the Indian. Well, they say it's the Indian guilt. Mm-hmm. It's like you ever had a jealous ex? Like he would buy you things, but when he get upset, he would take them back. That's what be happening to us. Jealous because we holding on, keeping it together, and we still managing. But you want to be that jealous ex, and you want to come back and snatch the things that you gave us. Snatch them back, and then dangle it in your head. What you want to do now? How you want to survive now? How you want to live without me? And then it's a PMP too. Are you PMPing us? Man. It's a lot of. I love my clarity right now because, like I said, the medication that I was on kept me in a coma for way too long. No, I won't say way too long because whatever time it took, I needed it, but I stopped it last like 2 to 3 weeks ago. Because I'm like, hey, no, I like this. I like this feeling that I'm feeling. I like this clarity that I'm feeling. I like my thoughts that's flowing. It might be a little crazy up there, which I know it ain't gonna go away because I done made peace with that. It's crazy up there. It's a lot of words and a lot of paragraphs and a lot of stories and a lot of wisdom and a lot of trauma. It's a lot of creativity up there, and it's all over the place. It's crazy. So, like I said, that time in that coma, it helped because I needed to keep thinking, keep like shutting out the world, what it did, and allowed me to be within myself, which I always was a person that would just listen, listen, close everything off and listen. But it had gotten to the point that all the anxiety was taking over and I couldn't listen. I couldn't think. I couldn't register. I couldn't. Where was the wisdom I had? Where was the thought process that I had? Where is putting two and two together? Where is that at? It was a lot of stuff I lost. I lost in the anxiety. And I think I also kind of looked at it as the ex took me from me. And I'm not saying he probably didn't. Well, I know he did, but it's also the anxiety takes you away from you. So I'm not saying I'm fixed. I say I'm a work in progress. I'm still working. I'm enjoying this time I'm having with myself. And I want you to do the same because God gave us this body, this life. And if we may not have we may not have to say so over our bodies. But you can definitely have to say so between you and him. Can't nobody take him away from you if you want to be there. So this is just a shell, and we're living through it, right? But we belong to him. So they could have this. They could feed it with the food that they claim is food that they giving us. They could give us the medications and stuff that's saying that it's gonna cure and help with it. They could call the shots on how you reproduce and how much you reproduce. But you belong to him. And we got to remember to celebrate. Ooh, celebrate what he gave you. Right now, if this is it for us, whether there's friends or foes that's here, whether we'll be locked up in our houses or homes and shut in and trying to make the best that we can. Listen, he gave you this. He gave it to you before they took over it. So live while we still can. And I know it sounds easy to say, but you have to separate the two. You cannot hate this person because this person is making life miserable for you. He didn't do that. He did not do that. They took over and did it. So you cannot fault him for something he did not do. He didn't make it like that. They did. They did. They took what was his and made it theirs, as they always do. We belong to him. But they took that from him and made it theirs. Just like everything else. Here. The land of the what? No. They took what was his, what he created, what he made, and they took custody of it. We were adopted, pretty much, yeah. We were adopted without even knowing. All of us, we were adopted without even knowing. You're adopted. And that jealous lover can easily take whatever he wants away from you. Nothing's yours. Nothing. Nothing. Think about it. Nothing. Nothing is yours. It's not yours. Mm-mm. It's not yours. Think about it. Think. It's not yours. But he is yours if you want him to be. And I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed in that love. You will not be disappointed. Oh my goodness. I think about that love every time. There are times that I come to tears almost because of what I felt. And it can't be duplicated. It can't be replicated. You cannot put it in a bottle. You cannot sell it on TT. You cannot. You cannot. You can't sell it on SH. You can't sell it on TE. You know? It, it's real. It's real. It's real. And the people that experience know it's real. It's real. It's not a dream. It's real. And it's lovely. It's the most loveliest. Just think of the most loveliest thing or place or whatever it is that is the most loveliest. Your child, some is way bigger than that. Is way bigger. Oh my God! If if there was a way for him to inject me with that or give it to me, and then I just touch it on you if you wanted to feel what it felt like. Just like a trial, a little sample. Then you would know. And then you would go, right? You would try to go. You would make sure that you would try to be a better you, a better person, a better you, and enjoy what you have here. Here, they may they may have us like warehouse, like you work in a warehouse or a factory, and you just got to keep pushing these products. The assembly line is continually going, and we got to keep up with it. And they might push the button to make it go faster. And that's the stuff being taken away from us because now you gotta work harder. You gotta make more of this. You gotta keep going because they say so. It's sad. It's really sad what they did to us and what they continue to do. And I understand what people mean when they say they keep playing in our face. They playing in everybody's face. Listen, they are. You can eliminate yourself if you think from this, but real is real. You don't think about it. Think about it. I don't care if you got this. I don't care if you got all of this. There's there's a there's a finger in it that can rip it away from you. There's it could be ripped away. But can he be ripped away? No. unless you do it. You control that narrative. Whoa, where is this coming from tonight? I love it. I love it. Now this is gonna probably be my own documentary, but I'm gonna I'm gonna kind of come out of my shell and share it. It may not make sense. I hope it do. I did my best. I really did. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling what I'm saying. And I'm not, the funny part, because a lot of people on these platforms try to convince people of who they are. Girl, he don't play about me. Stop doing that. Stop playing in his face. You should be playing in his face. Your ex-boyfriend that keep dangling stuff in your face, taking it whenever he wants to. Stop playing. Stop playing with him. Cause don't do that. Like, I don't think I ever used those words. He don't play about me. No, I don't. No, those are no. We all belong to him. Ain't nobody more special than the other. Nobody. Nobody. He all love us the same amount. Nobody better than nobody. He don't play about you. He don't play about everybody else. It's just your choice of what you do with it. Mm. So stop saying like you special. You're not special. We all are. And people need to get back with people that say that. He don't play about me. He don't play about the world. We all belong to him. You ain't special. Nobody's special. I ain't special. Your parents, nobody is special. We all, like, unlike us, where we have like a favorite in the family, maybe. He's not that way. Sorry. He don't play about all of us. Okay? Try him and see. It's all of us. Even the people that you telling it to. So don't do that. Don't be. Since all this been happening in the world, I notice people keep playing with him. People keep using him when they want to use him. People keep throwing his name out there when they want people to believe in what they're saying. Stop doing that. If you want us to believe in what you said, just say it with your chest. Don't use him to make it sound true. Like you got some special power. No, you don't. And he ain't gonna send it through to you to give it to show nobody either. So stop it. He don't play about all of us. You're not special. And that's been hard for me, like it's just too many people talking, coming up with their own theories and what they and hey, to you, I might be sitting here sounding like a theorist. I'm not. I'm talking from experience. That light was real. That feeling was real. That feeling when you go is real. If you're going in the right place. So you can say what you want to say. You can take it. You cannot take it. Hey, I don't care. Because I said what I said. And I believe he wanted me to say it. So there it is. Do with it what you will. Okay? All I know is what I felt. And I'm happy and content with it. So if you don't want to feel it, it's on you. If you think you experiencing all the love that life can provide, well, keep doing, keep living that way. Keep thinking that human that you shacking up with, or you married to, or your kids is. No, it's something greater than all that. And then I'm not saying that anybody love is fake, or I'm just saying that his is way more powerful than anything you ever experienced or will experience. Anything that we ever given to any human on this earth is way more bigger than that. Just imagine the love you feel for your child, and that's what he feel for us. But I mean, if you are one of the ones that's able to kind of go in between life from living to, hmm you'll see what I'm saying. And I feel, and I feel that us that actually lived through that experience, it's supposed to be some type of message that we supposed to be sharing, not just getting ourselves together, getting out, making ourselves right. I think we are supposed to. That was an example of what you could feel. If he gave you that example of what you could feel and then sent you back, it got to be something. It can't just be about you. And he's not like that. He don't want it to be about us. He want us to share it. Share it. So if you experience the afterlife for real, and you know what that feeling felt like, and you continue to relive that moment because you could feel it so close, like it's so close, like it's I can't stop saying because I feel it here as I'm talking. I feel it. I feel it in my day-to-day life. Like I feel it. So if you experience that, you're supposed to share it too. Share it. Share that story. Share the meaning behind it. Choose your own words. Speak from your soul. Let it flow. Let it come to you. The words will come to you. The thoughts, the feelings will come to that light. If you relive it while you're talking, is the words of he's gonna send those words to use, or you can make sense of it and try to, you know. I'm sorry, like I said, if this sounds crazy or all over the place, but I am not a person that really talks about my feelings to people. So, um, if this sounds like it's not organized, it's not eloquently spoken, um, I didn't use a lot of words in the dictionary. I'm a basic girl, and I don't have to use big words to know what I feel. I could try to explain it to you the way I can because what you experience with him, there's like nothing in this world. So you can't really put it into words what, you can't really put it into words. I mean, you know, there's, there's things that you could to say to kind of like describe it, but it's the most important part is what you feel. It doesn't. You don't have to. You know. You don't have to use the biggest words to say what he wants you to say or what he wants you to share. Let me put it that way. So yeah, I wanna keep talking because I feel him, but I think that's it. And if I think of any more, um, maybe I pick up the camera. But I think that's it. I just had to get that off, and maybe I stumbled on this guy's video for a reason. Like I said, I'm always thinking things are said and done for a reason. Things are brought to you for a reason. You experience things for a reason. And then why isn't it everybody that experiences? Why is it only some people that experience this? So it's got to be something. And then the fact, like I said, that he brings you back to earth, to here, back here. when you return to something, you supposed to. I just lost where I'm going with this. But he returned us so we could share. I'm gonna just leave it that way. Yeah, he beats because I lost my train of thought right quick. It, it's so powerful that the feelings that you're feeling as you're trying to explain is so many of them, and they are just coming, and you just lose your concentration because you're trying to grab them out the. You can see your words up there. They're up there somewhere. You can see all the words. You can see the dictionary. You can see the meanings. But it's so many things, so many words, and so many things up there. It's just hard to grab the right one. It's kind of like that game where you have to pick up the little toy machine, and it's pretty hard to do. But I'm going to leave it. And like I said, this may be a journal to me, but I feel like I want to release it. And it's not to get views or likes, it's because that moment meant something. And it just didn't mean that I'm supposed to get my life in order or make my wrongs into rights, because it got to be another reason why he sent us back. It got to be more to it. I'm a person that feels like it has to be more to it. I'm not going to just wrap it up in a bow and put it under the tree that, it's just to help me straighten out my life, get my life in order, to make my wrongs right. So I'm just putting it out there. So guess you could say, no, I'm not going to use that term. I was going to say, I guess you could say I'm the messenger. No, only he could give me that label. I'm not going to put it on myself. I'm not going to ever put a label on myself and act like I'm the most highest. Like, no, I'm very, uh-uh, no, because it's all him. No. Okay, bye. I'm not going to go into, okay, bye. Bye, 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 bye.